Hey again, it's Colin with Clean Air Heating and Cooling. I just wanted to show you a quick service call that I'm doing here for one of our clients Sunday afternoon, and it's getting warm and people are wanting their ACs to work, and this right here is a nice heat pump system. Elite series, very quiet. Anyway, what I found here, just wanted to tell you about it, is the unit was locked out on a code which indicated a low pressure situation, but if you check the gauges here, probably hard to see, the pressures are fine, but I was able to clear the code, and I did some checking on the refrigerant levels. I checked the coils to make sure they're clean, there's no oil leaks, there's no refrigerant leaks. The refrigerant levels were good in the system, but then what we found was that the filter was plugged. So I'm going to show you what that looks like and talk a little bit about the filter and what steps we can take to prevent this kind of situation from happening pre-season or during the season when we need our air conditioners the most. Now the other thing I wanted to show you is, I'll be quiet for a second so you can hear what it sounds like. Right now I'm about 8 feet away, maybe 6 feet away from the unit. A lot of you guys have asked me, if I buy one of these systems, what is it going to sound like? So I hope this gives you a good idea. It's a fairly quiet Sunday afternoon. Also, while I'm here, I'm going to talk about some of the things that go into the installation of a unit. Again, a lot of questions from homeowners looking to install one of these, and sometimes there's so many moving pieces and it's really hard to keep track of all the things that will be required when installing one of these. But basically what you see up here is the meter coming into the house, and on the other side in the garage you have the electrical panel, and then you have lines going out into this conduit and into this disconnect, which is how you turn the unit on and off, or shut the unit off in case of an emergency. And then you have 240 volts going to this unit, and in this case it takes a 35 amp breaker. Can be as little as 15 or 20 for some smaller, very efficient units, and can be as much as 50 or 60 amp for some of the larger ones. And then what you have here is a suction line and the liquid line. This is where the refrigerant goes in and out of the unit between the outdoor unit and indoor coil or air handler, and this is where all the magic happens. And then to make it blend in with the house and not have a bunch of lines just on the side of the house, we use this nice it's called Speedy Channel is the brand, but there's multiple brands that make this product so that everything looks tight and neat. And then you have the thermostat wire, you have the pad. A lot of times we bring gravel and then we use these foot risers so that the unit stays above the snow level and ice levels. So again, one more time, I'm about 1 foot away from the unit now, and I'd like to see if you guys think this is loud. Okay. Going to back away to about 10 feet. I'll go around the corner. Alright, so I'm going to show you the filter that I took out. Obviously, when you go around the corner you can't really hear much. So here I'm going to show you this filter, and I preserved it because I wanted to show you the amount of dust that it caught. There you go. So there's a few big chunks here that probably got dislodged after duct cleaning and sealing, which we did in this case. But then if you really look inside of these pleats, this filter used to be white like the frame of the filter. That's how clean the pleats used to be, but it caught so much dust, which is normal. All homes have dust. So if you guys ever have a heating technician come to your house and you see all this dust, please don't feel embarrassed, because every house has it. My house has it, your house has it. You can keep your house extremely clean. There will be dust, so don't ever be embarrassed of dust. It's just part of life. The reason we have these products and we seal the ductwork and do all these steps is to keep it outside of our homes as much as possible, and whatever amount of dust makes its way into the house, we want to catch it. And a filter like this, that's a MERV 16 filter, It has the highest filtration capacity, which allows it to catch particles down to 0.3 microns and airborne particles down to, I think, 0.01 microns. So all kinds of things get caught, from viruses to dust to pollen, and a lot of other bacteria and other microorganisms that are unhealthy for us to breathe. Alright, so with this, just a reminder to have your filter inspected. These large filters usually last about a year, sometimes only 6 months. And if your furnace, heat pump, AC pull double duty as far as heating and cooling, you might want to check it every 6 months. Alright, thank you so much.